Do you know Abraham held Esau and Jacob as babies? Genesis 25 tricks you. Abraham dies in verse 8. Jacob and Esau are born in verse 25. Read it straight through and you'd swear they never met. But the Bible doesn't always tell events in order. Isaac was 60 when the twins were born. Abraham lived to 175. Do the math and you get 15 years, grandfather and grandsons, in the same house, in the same story, just told out of order. Not a name in a genealogy list. A man they sat with, listened to, watched pray. Think about what those 15 years meant. Abraham didn't just tell Isaac about God's promise. He lived long enough to tell his grandsons too. Jacob heard the covenant from the man who carried it first. Esau grew up under the same roof as the man who left everything to follow God into the unknown. And yet Esau still sold his birthright for a bowl of stew. Jacob still schemed and lied to steal a blessing. Growing up next to greatness doesn't make you great. Proximity to faith isn't the same as owning it. That's the lesson. You can sit under a praying grandmother. You can grow up in a house full of scripture. You can hear the testimony 100 times. None of that saves you. Esau had Abraham as a grandfather and still walked away from his inheritance. Jacob had the same grandfather and still had to wrestle with God alone at the Jabbok before he became Israel. Faith skips no generation automatically. It has to be chosen every single time by every single person. Look at your own family. Maybe you had a grandparent who prayed for you before you could talk. Maybe you grew up hearing their stories, watching them believe God for things you couldn't understand yet. That inheritance is real, but it's not a substitute for your own walk. You still have to choose it. You still have to wrestle for your own blessing. So don't coast on someone else's faith. Don't assume the prayers of your grandmother cover you automatically. Take what they gave you and make it yours. Read the word for yourself. Pray for yourself. Build the kind of life that someone else's grandchildren will one day look back on and say they knew God, and I'm still walking in what they carried. That's the call. Don't just inherit the story, live it.